Greetings and salutations, my name is Ignis, and today I played Revenge of the Savage Planet. Sadly alone, as none of my friends want to risk being turned into alien mulch or get yelled at by a talking fridge. For those who don't know, Revenge of the Savage Planet is a chaotic, colourful sci-fi adventure where you, as an unpaid intern, are sent to catalogue the alien flora and fauna and anything else in between that tries to kill you with extreme enthusiasm. Where you, as an abandoned corporate castoff, scavenge around the alien world for gear, goo, and your shot at revenge. So you can expect wild plants, weirder creatures, and a whole lot of questionable science. And yes, the planet wants you dead, but it will do so cheerfully. If you enjoy the content, please leave a like. If this isn't the first video of mine you've seen, consider subscribing for more. And with that, I hope you enjoy today's video.
My name is Eva Parantica, VP of a brand new division of the world's largest corporation, Alta Interglobal, and I am excited to welcome you to our newest initiative, Alta Interstellar. While you may only know us as the largest and most successful holding company in the known universe, we have recently set our sights on a new goal, the colonization of space. This is why we acquired your previous employer, Kindred Aerospace, and why you are now shuttling your way between the stars toward your new home. With our patented AltaPort technology, we instantly teleported all the equipment needed for your new settlement directly to your chosen planet. And while we would have loved to do the same for you, our current technology tends to liquefy biomatter. Instead, you have been sleeping soundly and deeply for around a century in one of our patented Alta Tripods. That may sound like a long time, but for you it passed in an instant. And what a small price to pay for such an amazing adventure. You will be the very first settler on this previously unexplored planet. After landing, all you need to do is boot up your habitat and gather your gear. Then you can begin to call down extra buildings to grow the space into a small, functioning community. Once that is achieved, Alta will soon send dozens of fresh-faced colonists your way. It is your mission to work with those colonists to build a flourishing foothold for humanity in deep space. All of us here at Head Office could not be more excited to welcome you into the Alta family, and we look forward to supporting you in your adventures. Onward and upward!
While that landing wasn't as smooth as we would have liked, like any major event, it can also offer a change of perspective. Hi, my name is Echo, and I will be your companion on this adventure. Like a faithful hound, I will attend to you, alerting you to dangers and opportunities as they arise. All right then, shall we? If you can't walk out of this crater, this is going to be one short adventure.
With our feet now firmly planted on the ground, I power up my trusty robot companion, and it immediately electrocutes me. A rough morning indeed. Thanks, Alta. You really know how to make a guy feel wanted. But onwards I march, with purpose, with style, and with whatever space meds I've clearly been huffing, because my walking animation looks like I'm auditioning for a space Moulin Rouge. After splashing through some suspiciously warm water, please let that just be water, I arrive at the charred crater where my ride used to be. A quick scan reveals that my gear has exploded across the countryside like corporate bonuses during the mass layoff last year. Wonderful. Oh, and if you thought my walking animation was bad, wait until you see me run. It's less epic hero to survey the planet and more Looney Tunes character being chased by a tax auditor. I meander a bit to orient myself in my new surroundings, which is code for I get lost very fast. That is when my companion chimes in and reminds me of my actual job here on the planet, to scan everything.
Remember, an educated settler is a successful settler, and a crucial element of our mission on this planet is to catalog this pristine alien ecosystem into our Kindex database. So go ahead, switch on your scanner and scan a creature or some funky plant. Anything interesting, really.
So I do, from the pelican flytraps that look like they belong at a Tim Burton picnic, to the hedgehog palms and the very rare and majestic Mayoyo Yum Fantaculari. Don't ever ask me to pronounce that again, I barely survived the last attempt. This is attempt number 7. And of course, the elusive Citrum Welkzim? I'll be honest, that sounds less like a plant and more like a wizard with arthritis. Mid-scan, I stumble across some local mushroom creatures. Adorable, harmless. That is until you startle them and they fart themselves violently. And kick them hard enough, they explode into goo. Lovely. So, word of warning, the green goo is very slippery.
Ooh, finally a minor obstacle, a tiny cliff. Unfortunately, even that is too difficult for your weak, fleshy body right now.
Eventually, I come across a cliff my pathetic, fleshy body can't possibly scale. The solution? Return to my 3D printer and fabricate myself some jump thrusters. Because nothing says survival on an alien planet like 3D printing your own
We should be able
knees.
to clear those cliffs and continue looking for our habitat. I have faith in you. Jump! Jump! Ah, a jungle. Nice. And so close to the beach. Now where is that habitat?
With my leg lifters installed, I rocket over the obstacle like a caffeinated squirrel and land in a charming little mushroom village. It's rather cute, isn't it?
Derpy village. So cute.
It is here that Argent reminds me of Clair Obscure, that you can't be underleveled, just underskilled. And I can only cry at my incompetence compared to this god. But there shall be no time for emotional breakdowns because look, new life forms. I spot a mantis, small, precious, absolutely squishable. So naturally I jump on it. Oops. Panicking from that war crime against cuteness, I sprint forwards and find myself blocked by a bunch of suspiciously fragile-looking crystals. I do attempt to punch them, but nope, they are apparently immune to weak human hands and my terrible decisions. So I do the next logical thing. I craft a plasma shell, a beautifully unstable, questionably legal, and totally not a weapon, for self-defense, obviously.
Armed and dangerous. Do you feel safer now? Because I don't. Those crystals better watch out.
With my new tool, I blast through the crystal barricade, ready to stride forwards as a confident intergalactic explorer.
Time for the shooty bang bang!
Only to be swarmed by slitherflies, dozens of them, angry and buzzing, judging my every missed shot like a disappointed parent in a school recital. I somehow survive with my pride in tatters and can only sprint away, desperate to reach the safety of my home base, only to encounter the next best thing, trash pandas. Yes, even here on alien planets far from our own home, raccoons find a way. They are eternal, and they are everywhere. So remember kids, treat your trash pandas with love, care, and respect. Anyways, moving on swiftly from that because my therapist says I shouldn't dwell on the small things, we continue to explore this magnificent, terrifying, and mildly unhinged planet. And I must say, every discovery here feels like a fever dream designed by a botanist with way too much time and far too many hallucinogens, as I could never fathom the discoveries beyond even my wildest of madness. Take for example this stunning piece of flora. The Lamunda irregulum is, as you can clearly see, each slit per leaf represents each slit per leaf. Truly groundbreaking botanical insights. But just as I begin processing the deeper meaning of the slit leaf theory, I am interrupted once again by our ever-chatty robot companion.
Another weird goo. Food! I hope you're hungry. I have a feeling you'll be eating a few of these.
You know what? Sure, lady. Let's feast. Before me lies a pile of strange maggot-infested goo blobs. Absolutely delicious and, crunchy. And just like that, my health and stamina go up. Because if you eat enough of this alien filth, you too can break free from your feeble humanoid non-tumor-filled body and fall from greater heights and look even stupider while running for longer. Progress.
So, at this point, I must point out that we are in a bit of a pickle. According to our launch manifest, we were supposed to be nestled safely inside the habitat after waking up from cryosleep. But obviously we are not. Judging by the debris we saw earlier, our ship disintegrated on entry to the atmosphere. And worse, all your equipment is missing. Our focus needs to be on finding it, or replacing it. But that is a task for future you. Present-day you still needs to find the habitat.
I couldn't agree more, my synthetic friend. Nothing says personal growth like ignoring your problems and leaving them for future me to deal with. Let's keep moving forward.
It looks like a bug, smells like a bug, sings like a bug.
Then it must be a fruity beetle. Oh, what a glorious find. And oh, how I adore the way it screams. But I will deal with the slitherflies real quick. I hate for them to interrupt my front row seat to the amphibian opera. Now that the pests are gone, it's time to recruit one more stress relief companion. Meet Sir Jeffington, my battle beetle, my knight in the squishy round table. Onwards, my noble companion. We have a planet to poke, prod, and generally disrespect.
Ah, there it is! Just head down there and we can finally get comfortable and relax a minute. And then we get to work.
Would you look at that? We've arrived at New Florida. It radiates the warm, welcoming energy of a DMV at 4 p.m. on Friday. I know what you did, Samantha. It is time to check in at our new base of operations.
Unknown life form detected. Leave that parasite outside.
Oh, wait, come on. Let me access the terminal. Sir Jeffington is not a parasite.
It looks like a parasite. Smells like a parasite. Seems like a parasite.
His screams are quite angelic. I'll have you know he is actually a fruity beetle.
Leave it on the deck.
Ugh, fine. But I'm not happy about it.
Congratulations! Your shiny new Kindred branded habitat is active and ready for use. Be aware that despite our best efforts to maintain a high quality workmanship, wear and tear is to be expected. Gorgeous! Head on inside. Remember to wipe your feet.
And it can't come inside.
Why do I even play this game?
Home sweet home! The best bargain habitat a budget-conscious employer could find. Speaking of our employer, looks like they sent ahead a warm welcome message prior to your arrival. How thoughtful! You can watch it on the main screen.
Ooh, a message. Just for me? Let's see what this is.
Alta will fulfill your dreams. Alta fueled by families.
Alta, fueled by families.
Here at Alta, we committed to pushing the boundaries of technology, exploring the cosmos and
Welcome, valued Alta Interglobal employee. How happy we were to acquire your previous company, Kindred Aerospace, and we want to let you know how much we appreciate your commitment to the Alta Interglobal way. Unfortunately, however, we've been forced to let you go. So, we hope you, however, are alive and that you managed to arrive safely with all your possessions and equipment. Originally, we were planning to ask you to send it all back to us, but I am pleased to announce that the shipping costs were prohibitive, so you can keep them. All warranties are void, of course. So while our initial visions of spreading new Alta interglobal colonies across the universe may be on hold, we trust you enjoyed your time with the company. Further information will be sent via email to your Habitat computer. As an old boss once told me, you can visit
Pity City, but you can't live there, so make the most of it.
Alta will fulfill your dreams. Alta fueled by families.
Oh, well, seems I've just been fired.
Well, that's mildly disappointing and a little distressing. I guess we're on our own now?
And with that, I want to thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you the next time I get fired.